Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm Alice Blue, and I've got some more patch notes for you. This last weekend we did have our Worldbreaker 2 event, and that was an absolute blast. And if you guys are new here, welcome. And I'm sorry in advance. I've got a lot going on IRL right now. I'm remodeling, my kids going back to school. It's very hectic. I should be back on a regular Wednesday night schedule, hopefully soon. Hopefully within the next week or two. So yeah, stick around. I will have a new tutorial, a very extensive and detailed tutorial coming out for you as well. So yeah, let's go get into the patch notes. These are going to be the patch notes for Wednesday, August 17th. Or for some of you, I guess would be Thursday, August 18th. Every Wednesday night, the developers meet in Discord and test for approximately 1 hour. The servers will remain open for roughly 4 hours, and the most up-to-date client can be retrieved via the patcher found on your account page. We do this every Wednesday. We just get in Discord, we hang out with the devs, we chill, we play with them, we talk to them, ask them any questions you might have. Just hang out and get to know the devs. It's fantastic. It's great. It's a fun time. Definitely come and join us if you have not already. Wednesday nights. I will have the Discord link down in the description. So what's new? A Worldbreaker 2 event provided a cornucopia of bugs, crashes, and performance metrics for us to work with, not to mention feedback. Tons of fantastic feedback. Thank you all for taking the time to respond and share your experiences. This week brings a number of design changes, quest updates, wow, I can't talk today, and smaller bug fixes. I personally have spent the last 2 days digging deep into performance issues associated with building a humanoid character. There's a lot of issues that need to be fixed to alleviate some of the CPU overhead, and it's going to take a bit of time to sort through it all. However, I am confident that we can make significant improvements here to reduce load-in times and crashes for situations where there are many humanoids involved. I enabled something called deep profiling on the server for this evening's test. I humbly request that we all pack into a single zone for 10 to 15 minutes at the start of the test and run around, not necessarily clumped together, so that I can take some profile snapshots. Hugs. That was yesterday. But this is a reason why you should at least skim the patch notes before you hop into the game, because this is where Undone often asks for very specific things, very specific feedback that he needs. So it's a good idea to come and check these things. Bug fixes and improvements. Hot fixes from the previous weekend. Fix the death icon tooltip for other players will no longer say right-click to forfeit. Fixed a number of holes in the floor and walls in the new dungeon. Rebaked the new dungeon nav mesh and cleaned it up a bit. Removed some unused rooms in the new dungeon to help with performance. Fixed an issue with spider death animation. Fixed audio sources should now reference the correct mixer group. This should fix the issue of entering an Ember Drift and having the static audio blaring. Fixed a number of typos and grammatical errors in various NPC dialogues. Added a new quest, Missing Apprentice. Added transmission toggle in the video settings. Kenner found his clothing. Yay! Although I found it quite comical that he was naked. Updated dialogue for the crafting quest. Fixed a typo in Dante's dialogue. Fixed an issue logging in if your username had special characters. This issue with special characters is also present in guild names. Until this can get resolved, please refrain from using special characters in anything at all. Tech. Fixed lasting effect applications should be more consistent in how they overwrite or do not overwrite an effect that was previously applied. If an ability has both an instant damage component and a lasting effect, yet the lasting effect would not take hold, the instant damage will still apply. Fixed unbinding a key was not properly saving. Added tech to allow NPCs to execute abilities while in pursuit. Added a /help and a /list commands to, well, list the available commands. Improvements are still to come here. /AFK command now toggles your AFK status on and off. Fixed, you can no longer crouch while an input field chat is active. Fixed specialization level now catches up to your base level once they hit the same level. Adjusted NPC observer distance bands in Central Veins and Dryfoot Stronghold to ease the load on the navigation system. Added Ashen spawning tech. We hope to start filtering these into the game next week. Yay! That's amazing. Fixed partially resisted dots were adjusted to the wrong values. Environment and art. Decrease the ambient light strength in Central Veins. Spider entrance rooms in Central Veins have been decorated with webbing. Decreased max view distance in Central Veins. This should improve performance without noticing any other differences. Fixed texture issues on tin nodes. Increased texture resolutions on copper and tin nodes. UI. Overhead nameplate height should be more consistent. There are occasions where the first spawn of a creature has the incorrect nameplate height, but subsequent ones are fine. This is something I'm looking into. Design. Webs in Northreach Cave are a bit stickier. Oh. Sticky. I'm sorry. Ridgebacks have learned to trample. That sounds scary. Fix properly enabled missing apprentice quest. Lay of the Land can now be used while holding a torch. Thank you so very much. I can't believe you took that request seriously. I was not expecting the Lay of the Land thing to actually happen. That's amazing. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm not gonna go off on a tangent, but seriously, our team building this game, they're amazing. They're phenomenal. I highly recommend. Top tier experience. One-handed hammers have been merged with maces for flanking bonuses and general availability. These will be phased out as unique weapon types, except in rare cases. Why was that so hard to say? Supporters can now use one-handed blunt weapons as their main hand weapon. Refactored one-handed weapon damage. Average damage was reduced on most of the 15 and higher one-handed weapons. Short swords and curved blades now share damage delay stats, but continue to differ on flanking bonuses and visuals. Dagger damage profile adjusted for a larger range of damage. Added new visuals to some uncommon weapon drops and quest rewards. Fixed issue where certain coolbacks were only spawning during the day in Redshore. Fixed issue where some tools were incorrectly named rusty. Chitin helms are now chitin masks to fit the visuals. Distract has been renamed to Distracting Strike to be clear that it also deals damage. Fixed an unsorted potion recipe on the Northreach Merchant. Thank you. Tool progression and quality has been revamped. Crafted tools can now have imbued versions with flux, just like other equipment. All tools have a required gathering level to use. Merchant quality tools have less durability than crafted tools. Merchant tools and non-imbued crafted tools no longer have a bonus to harvesting speeds. Imbued tool durability and harvest speeds are derived from material properties, similar to how imbued equipment works. Filled out 1 to 50 tool progression. New level 30 plus tools can be found in Redshore. Runners now run. Oh, cool. Northreach dungeon entrances have been scaled back in mob density. In mob density. They've been scaled back in mob density. English. Reduced Central Veins mob density. Reduced Central Veins 3 chevron presence. Mire exploding pods ability, and now has a longer cooldown. Food and equipment regen values have been refactored to account for new regeneration rates. 1 chevron humanoids will no longer equip longbows. Thank you. That was something I didn't know I needed. New stuff. Humanoid optimizations. This past weekend gave us a ton of great info on crashes and general performance bottlenecks. One area which was causing a lot of performance issues was our memory overhead, which seems to grow with the number of humanoids visible on screen. When we build a humanoid character, we merge textures that use the same material into an atlas in order to reduce the number of draw calls required. One drawback of this method, however, is that each humanoid now requires a unique atlas residing in memory at any given time. As you can imagine, the more humanoids you have, the more memory required. Previously, we had reduced the atlas resolution, which reduces the memory footprint of faraway characters. But any character within the closest distance band, which is roughly 30 meters, was rendering at full res. This week, we are getting a bit aggressive in how we handle atlas resolution scaling. Now, only the 5 closest humanoids will render at full res. The next 5 will render at half res, and the next 5 will render at a quarter, etc. This only applies to humanoids within the closest distance band, as anything outside of that range will render at significantly reduced resolution. Note that there are a few bugs that have been plaguing me for ages, causing the distance bands to not properly update, so you may run into a few humanoids up close with complete potato texturing. Please let me know how frequently this occurs. Works in progress. To see a full list, head on over to this thread. More humanoid optimizations. Timeline 1 to 2 weeks. Humanoid creation is currently a very CPU intensive process, which can cause severe frame drops when entering a humanoid heavy area. I will continue my quest to optimize this process and relieve some of that overhead, which may also fix some random crashes some people are experiencing. Ashen creatures are now on a timeline of 1 week. Mob leashing updates, timeline of 1 to 2 weeks. Alright, you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you when I see you. Hopefully next week, but I make no promises on that. So like I said, I'm incredibly overwhelmed with a lot of things going on. But if nothing else, I hope to see you in game or in the community Discord. Again, that link will be down in the description, along with a number of other links. Please drop down there and check it out. And while you're at it, hit that thumbs up button. Maybe drop a comment. Thank you. Bye.